Do you really need a styling internship in order to become a stylist? Since I've been styling for the past 15 years and styled top celebrities like Sarah Hyland, Irina Shayk, Selena Gomez, and many more, I will give you a straight answer to whether you should get internships or not. Hi, my name is Basia Richard and I helped many aspiring stylists in my styling program. If you want to become a stylist, grab my free cheat sheet guide with tons of resources for aspiring stylists that will get you started in the styling industry. Also, for styling industry related content, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell to get notified when I post a new video, which is every Monday. In this video, we will talk about if you should get a styling internship in order to become a stylist. Now let's get started. Now, I know you want to get a straight answer, yes or no, but it really depends on what styling career choice you want to proceed that. Do you want to work as a fashion stylist, a personal stylist, or maybe a celebrity stylist? Three of those career choices are completely different, and depending on what is the career choice that you choose, it will really determine if you need styling internships or not. So let's start with the first career choice, which is a fashion stylist. Now, a fashion stylist is a consultant who selects clothing for published editorial features, print, like television, advertising campaigns, music videos, etc. So essentially, like a fashion stylist styles a model for a magazine shoot, commercial, advertising campaigns, and will work on many similar jobs. Now, in order to have a successful career as a fashion stylist, you have to live in a city where there is a fashion scene, right? So if you live, let's say, in the United States, you would have to be in New York City. Now, if you want to start working as a fashion stylist, you do have to get styling internships in order to enter that industry. Now, there's really no formal education out there that will get you started in the fashion styling industry. So the best way to get started is by getting an internship. So, I know for a lot of you probably who finished fashion schools and study merchandise or any other, fashion related subjects, getting internships is really not appealing at all. But in reality, what you really have to think about that getting internships is really a form of education. So even though you will work for free, you will learn the ropes and will understand how all those jobs come together, how to work on set, where to get the clothes from, and so much more. So until you see how a fashion stylist work, it will be pretty difficult to get started in the fashion styling industry. Now, interning with a fashion stylist will also give you an opportunity to be promoted to a fashion stylist assistant. So that happens all the time, and I promoted my interns to a assistant position many times. So don't think that you're wasting your time. You are learning the ropes, and you will have an opportunity to get a paid assistant position with a stylist you are interning for. Now, in order to get a first job as a fashion stylist and start styling on your own, you need to have a portfolio that showcases your work, meaning you need to have images of your work, preferably for editorial shoots. So this seems like a lot of work, and yes, it is, but every fashion stylist will have a portfolio full of editorial shoots, advertising campaign images, and that will be their resume. Now, a client will book a stylist, a fashion stylist, based on their portfolio, but will also hire a stylist that he or she has a relationship with. So that's why getting internships is so vital. Like I mentioned you that you will not only understand how this industry works, but you will meet people from the industry, develop relationships with photographers, stylists, PR agencies, etc. So this will really help you get started in the fashion styling industry. Now, you might be asking yourself a question: how do I start building a stylist portfolio if I can't get hired to style for a magazine shoot? What you have to do is what is called a test shoot. Now, test shoots are a great way to start building a portfolio. So essentially, you will collaborate with a makeup artist, a hairstylist, photographer, and a model to style a photo shoot, and you will be able to use those images and put them in a portfolio. If you want to learn how to get started in depth, I have this video here and I will link it in the description below. Now let's talk about a personal stylist. Now a personal stylist offers advice on style, trends, colors, and works with individual clients. So anyone can hire a personal stylist in order to upgrade their new wardrobe, understand what works on their bodies, what doesn't, and learn how to put looks together. So now, in order to start working as a personal stylist, you don't need to live in New York City or Los Angeles. Now the reality is that you can start styling people if you live in a smaller and medium city population. Now, the biggest difference in terms of styling internships between a fashion stylist and a personal stylist is that as a personal stylist, you don't need internships to start styling clients. Now, the reason for it is that as a personal styling is really a service-based industry, and what you have to learn is how to create services and shop with a client. And in order to do that, there's absolutely no need to intern. If you did a closet declutter for your friends, or maybe shop with your friends, you're more than ready to get started. Now, some of you might say, no, I don't know how to properly do a closet detox. I don't know how to properly shop as a stylist. So now, all you need to do is to really hire a mentor or a coach who can help you get started as a personal stylist and help you grow your business. Now, what you really need to know is how to properly dress people according to their body shape and suggest right colors. You don't need to intern with a stylist to learn that. Also, you need to create services, price it correctly. Again, you do not need to intern to learn that. And lastly, you need to utilize social media and referrals to get clients in the door. And again, you don't need to intern to learn how to do it. So in conclusion, if you want to start working as a personal stylist, you do not have to intern with a stylist, with a personal stylist, in order to start this career. So lastly, let's talk about celebrity stylists. Now, a celebrity stylist is a consultant who selects the clothes for celebrity clients and will dress them and will work on different type of projects, like publish editorials, print or TV campaigns, music videos, and of course, any public appearances like the red carpet. So now, if you want to work as a celebrity stylist and you live in US, you have to be in Los Angeles, simply because you can't start styling celebrities if you live in the area where there are no celebrities, right? So now, in order to start working as a celebrity stylist, you must start with styling internships. There is absolutely no other way to get started. You have to start interning with a celebrity stylist in order to learn the ropes and perks of this job. Now, celebrity stylists do work on many different projects comparable to fashion stylists, but their main bread and butter is red carpet in event styling. So now, in order to learn how all those jobs come together, how to create relationships with brands and designers, how to conduct proper fittings, and the process of styling for red carpet events. There's absolutely no really any training out there that will teach you this unless you will intern with a stylist and have on-hands experience. So now, if you want to learn how to become a stylist for celebrities, you can watch this video and I will link it in the description below. Now, the best and the easiest way to get into the celebrity styling industry is to send an email to a stylist requesting internships. Now, lots of stylists will hire interns to help with daily tasks, and I have done it many times in my career, and you don't really need to have any experience in the styling industry prior to getting internships. Now, so you don't need to have any education in the fashion field in order to get an internship with a celebrity stylist. And you can come from completely different industry to get started in this industry. Now, again, you want to treat the internships like an extension of your education. Now, you will meet so many people from this industry, not only stylists, but also photographers, publicists, makeup artists, hairstylists. So The more people you know and expand your network, the easier it will be for you to start styling and building your styling career. So now you know exactly if you need styling internships or not. Let me know in a comment below which styling career is right for you. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell to get notified when I post a new video, which is every Monday. I also have a free cheat sheet guide for you. Everything is linked in the description below. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next week.